Welcome back to Good Day Stateline. Sarah's back from Dady Law. We've got some more of the Civics Test, which Emily told me the full name of the Civics Test, and I had to type it out so I can read it. Okay, so the Civics, History, and Government questions for the Naturalization Test.
Which means what, Michelle?
So you can become a citizen.
So you can become a U.S. citizen,
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thankfully, there's much less stress when I take these tests because I was born here, so I have passed into the citizenship, and no one's going to take my citizenship away, hopefully, for these segments. But you said no geography tonight.
That's right, no geography.
We're good. All right, I think we have 10 questions, and I think we have time to get through all of them. So whenever you all back there want to pop it up, okay. Who is one of the senators right now? That's the test or question on the test?
Who is one of Illinois' U.S. senators
Illinois.
right now? So part of the test is
Okay.
not just knowing the old stuff, like how many senators does
Sure.
each state get, but who is one of your two senators?
Well, I don't want to say I don't know, but I don't know.
You will know when you hear the names, right?
Okay, is one of them Dick Durbin?
Correct. You would pass that question. And who's the second one? Do you know?
Is it a woman?
It
Is
is.
it Tammy Duckworth?
It is.
Okay.
Well done.
Which one? Okay, we were literally off air just talking about how I didn't grow up here. Is one of them the senator like of the Rockford area? How does that split?
So senators represent the entire state.
Okay, so they're both. Okay, so disregard geography. Disregard
Yes.
the geography question I was going to bring up. There's the House of Representatives. They're the ones that are.
Oh, you're
jumping ahead.
anticipating the next
Please
questions.
don't ask me this one. Okay, question 2.
The House of Representatives has how many voting members? The
Well, that's
U.S. House
stressful.
of Representatives.
Is it 472?
You were close-ish. 435.
Close-ish. I'll take it for my own personal.
And this
score.
is important because
Okay.
we have U.S. territories who have a U.S. representative, but they're not a voting member. Like the U.S. Virgin Islands gets a representative in the House of Representatives, as does D.C., but they can't vote, unlike representatives from states.
So what are those other guys like? Just what are they doing there then?
Well, they get to add their voice.
Okay.
They serve on committees.
And they can bring up stuff that other people can vote on.
Correct.
They probably have more formal.
And
ways
they
of
can do
saying that.
constituent services
Okay.
as well. So,
Just checking. Like Aruba?
no, that's not a U.S.
country.
territory.
Why am I ruining this for myself? Question 3, please.
Trust me, in future broadcasts, there will be a question about name a U.S. territory.
Okay, I'll study. Guam.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
That wasn't today's question. We're ready for the next one though.
All right.
I don't even know why I know that.
We elect U.S. representatives for how many years?
The House of Representatives.
Yes, the House of Representatives. How long is their term?
Something is 6. Is it this?
No.
Okay.
Senators are 6. 2.
Okay.
Correct.
See, this is like most people study for this test. I think I'd know that if I was studying. Okay. All right, we're ready for question 4. I think we're on question 4.
Name your U.S. representative.
Well, I don't know.
So senators represent the entire state,
Okay.
right? But then we're divided into congressional districts within the state.
Okay.
So here in Rockford, in the Rockford area, we actually have 2 different congressional districts in Rockford. So,
Are they totally separate?
yes.
So
one district, the U.S. representative, is Sherry Bustos.
okay, I know her name. Yes.
And the other one is the 16th Congressional District, which is currently Adam Kinzinger.
I know his name too. Okay. See, that's where I do get confused when I think about, like, I grew up, I always say down the street, down the very long street of I-90, and like those names get shuffled in my head too.
Right.
Because, I grew up watching, Chicago news too. I'm like,
But when-
which person is where?
Well, it could change every 2 years,
Yeah,
right?
that
Because the
too.
term is 2 years. But this is why it's important for people applying for citizenship to know currently
Yeah.
who their senators and U.S. representatives are.
And really, like, I should know that too, so I'll keep up to date better. All right, next question.
Why do some states have more representatives than other states?
Because they have more people.
Correct.
Thank you.
So there are about 700,000 people in each congressional district,
Okay.
and with every census, they reapportion, right? So this is why North Dakota has 1 congressional district, so 1 U.S. representative, but 2 senators.
Okay, because everyone has 2 senators.
Yep, and in Illinois, we had 18 congressional districts, but after the 2020 census, we lost a congressional district. So we're moving into this election season with only 17 congressional districts in Illinois.
You could obviously, like, Rhode Island still has one, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, just checking. Like,
Yeah, every state gets at least one representative.
North Dakota. I
North
just kept
Dakota.
thinking about Rhode Island. I'm like, there's got to be less people there.
Well, I'm not sure that's
Well,
true,
again.
actually.
Next question, Hannah.
We
know
elect
this
a
one.
president for how many years?
4 years.
Correct.
I know that one. That one we could just move right into the next question.
In what month do we vote for a president?
November.
That's correct. Our general election is always in November.
No follow-up questions. I'm just going to get that one right.
What is the name of the president of the United States right now?
Name is Joe Biden.
Correct.
You know I know all the presidents in order in a song, right?
Yes, I do. That's
I know.
amazing.
Only the song ended when Bill Clinton was president. But also I try to add this.
I just have to say, my clients are probably really happy that knowing that song is not part of the U.S. citizenship test.
It helps me though in trivia games. And my favorite president, because of the song, is Grover Cleveland, because he was not in order twice. He comes back. It's the best part of the song.
He disappears.
Yeah, I'm singing for you sometime. Next question.
What did the Declaration of Independence do?
Declare our independence from England.
Correct. And on a side note, today is Bastille Day for France, which is kind of their Independence Day.
Congratulations to France.
Yeah, but we're not talking about France today. We're
No,
talking about the
thank
United
God.
States.
I don't know anything about France. Thank goodness.
Well, now you know today's
Except for that.
Bastille Day. They have fireworks and parades.
14th, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll remember that forever. Okay, next question.
What is the economic system in the United States?
How long is this? A phrase? Is this like one word?
It could be one word, yeah.
I don't know. I can't get this one by the question.
Capitalist.
Oh, okay. Capitalist economy.
Capitalist economy or a market economy.
With like, what's the one? Is like communism a choice? Like that fits, like that would
That
be,
could be
when we're
an
not, but
economic
I'm trying to think of
system,
what
socialism.
That's why I didn't know
But
the
in the
answer,
United
'cause
States,
I don't know what economic
we are
systems
capitalists.
Okay,
Yep.
good to know. We have one more, you said, Hannah? Oh, that was the last one. Okay, well, I didn't do as well as you thought I was going to do, which I thought was going to happen because you told me I was going to do well.
You did well. It's not like you missed them all, Michelle.
No,
So-
I know all the presidents.
I think you can walk out of here holding your head up high.
I'll just start singing my president's song. You can find Sara Dady at DadyLawGroup.com. You can scan that flow code too. Thank you so much for coming in. It's always fun. I love a good test.
Thanks, Michelle. You're always a good sport.
Coming up next, we're checking in with Tess with the Wisconsin State Fair. She's going to tell us all about who's taking the stage next month, and that is Throwback Thursday.